So,
Are we defeating the Huns?
we're doing
defeating something.
doing something. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm shooting blind here.
Let's get down to business.
Well, at least you're not shooting blanks.
Fucking, by this point, Mierah might be on the way to it. She lost, what, 4 levels?
Yeah, you're having a bad time. You've having well, it's not a bad time.
No, she's
but
having the
you're
most
having a bad
excellent
time.
death, essentially.
You're having a good bad time. I mean, dying in a 4-way with 2 succubi and a half succubus is pretty. Well, yeah, we've discussed it. That's probably you're peaking pretty hard there.
Well, at least she's not gonna be taking so many hits from the other succubi and half succubi, because the half succubi went on the succubi went on the half succubi.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I was like half of a team player in that skill challenge.
Team player. Half a team player. I wish I could do skill challenges better. I'm not very good at. I haven't tried very. I'm finding that it's harder to. I'm finding that the longer I go without planning ahead and railroading you guys, the harder it is for me is becoming for me to plan ahead.
See? And eventually you'll just stop planning ahead altogether.
I'll just decide to stop completely and just. This sounds like a good idea all of a sudden. Let's do that.
Yeah, just fly by the
And
seat of
then
your
you
pants.
Start pulling shit out of your ass like you're starting a lawnmower with anal beads.
Oh, that's horrifying. Oh god. Anyway. So, I guess last time on Artifacts, the party went and were holding their ground to keep the palace guards from alerting Oreshka that there was bad things afoot, while Oreshka was being distracted by half of the party. The other half kept running interference and fighting the palace guard, keeping them from getting into the bathroom. It was close. At one point they almost got the alert off, but they managed to pull it out and stop the guards from getting to her.
There was no pulling out there.
Yeah, we were all making the joke at the same time.
Yes, even me, I was fucking mid-type on it, god
Yep.
damn it.
Me too. Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. What joke?
Mm-hmm.
So, they managed to succeed, and thus have not aroused the demigod of their ill intent. And so now, then the party, in their brief respite, booked it to the treasury to try and acquire the artifact before it is too late. They have disabled the last of the traps, well, except for the ones that are on the actual sarcophagus itself. They nearly, in their haste, set off the traps inside, but were stopped briefly. And then we join the party as they are in the treasury, trying to get through the last of the traps so they can get to the magic machine that is inside of the coffin being held by the dead body of August.
Well, are there any more traps in this room that I need to dispose of?
No. Well,
Excellent.
yes. There
Oh.
are the ones inside of the coffin.
Oh, good.
You have, Holly will tell you that as she's looking at inspecting this, there are several layers of defenses inside of this coffin, protecting the artifact from being taken. There, it would be difficult for one person to disarm all of them, as they must be all disarmed, otherwise there's no point. And it looks as though that if you fail to disable all of them, you cannot fully disable all of them. So you need multiple hands working on this at once. She suggests that Sophie might be would be of needed assistance here as well.
All right, fair enough.
If you need finesse checks, that's I'm the wrong person for that.
That is not the only. There's not just mechanical traps are not the only problem we need to deal with here. There are also the magical wards, alarms, and I'm entirely certain one of these defenses is a disintegration field.
Oh.
Oh, joy.
Maybe it's an annihilation. It's hard to tell. They're very similar. First off, there's a barrier of force around the whole outside. That will have to be disabled first. We'll have to make a hole in it. I can handle the barrier and hold it closed. But the power of the artifact itself is keeping them from being disabled entirely. We can only suppress the effects. I can hold the barrier closed. Open, allowing you two to get inside and muck around on your own. And I could disable one other trap. But each of us is going to have to handle two of these.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Okay. She starts off by saying a few words, and then as she holds up a hand, and some glowing script will begin to materialize in a ring, as a kind of ethereal spike with a ring of text around it. And she angles it down and then shoves it down into this plane of force that you couldn't see until now. You see it light up, and then it begins to shudder, and then as she pushes it down, the spike down, the script expands and starts to force a hole in the wall of force until it is being suppressed at the edges of the sarcophagus. There, I will hold this.
All right, Sophie, let's get to work. And I will just go elbows deep in it.
Okay, how would you guys like to go about working on these various things inside?
Well, I got the spellcraft out the asshole and Arcana out the asshole, so use my magical knowledge to see how the magical traps are set up, and then just help his ass to disable them.
Okay.
Alright, so you're gonna need some finesse checks from me?
Well, I would like. Well, you guys. I mean, you guys are experienced. Why don't you tell me what you want to do?
Given Sophie's, what's it called? Given Sophie's special eyes
Mm-hmm.
and knowledge of magic, you probably see how the magical writing and setup is set. Well, it's actually set up.
Sounds
And
good.
the intricate magical forces and how it's how it's woven together and all that shit. Where the attachment is, where the power force is coming from, how to divert it without setting it off.
Well, the power source for all of these is coming from the artifact itself.
Yes, so we get the power source, then we know how to divert the flow around so that we can suppress the trap instead of, like making it go off or like completely disable it.
Divert the flow of energy. Interesting. Okay, well, why don't you make me an Arcana check and then maybe make me a Spellcraft check?
Okay. Rolling. Okay, the Arcana and Spellcraft are the same, so
Okay.
I mean, they're
this
the
is
same
the
skill.
Arcana. No, I mean I have the same plus modifier for both.
Wow. Okay.
So he tends to know a little bit of the shit that he does.
Jesus Christ. You monster. Okay. You are
Jesus
using your knowledge.
Christ, you monster.
Yes, you're a monster. You monster. You have a bonus of 31. Fucking god. Anyway,
I mean,
so
okay, so you're saying that an intelligence-based skill for an intelligence-based character, it's stupidly high.
yes, it is
And the
actually.
class yes. The
It
class
is
itself
stupidly
also
high
goes-
even for that character.
Yeah. It's meant to be, because I'm an intelligent person.
Anyway, with those numbers, yeah, you can figure out how to. You can figure out. You're taking a look inside, and with being careful not to get too far in and trigger something, one of the various defenses inside, you are able to suss out a link in the between the artifact and the next layer, which, as you examine, turns out to just be a simple alarm spell designed to trigger once someone disables the barrier and reaches inside. And you are able to exert some of your energy and put a small little cap on that little conduit of power and suppress the alarm spell. So that's one for you. It does require your concentration to keep it going. So that is one of your defenses that you can disable. So that's
Yeah,
two
the
out
alarm
of
spell.
that's 2 down. Yes.
Yeah. Good thing that Sophie is rather strong in the head.
Yes. Yes, you have. You've proven to be very, very intelligent and very skilled in magic. All right, so that's 2 out of 6 down.
All right, my turn.
If you would like to, what would you like to do?
I'm
How would you
looking for
like
any
to-
kind of mechanical traps that might be in here. Sophie's got the magic stuff covered.
Mechanical defenses. Okay. Well, why don't you make me let's say a perception check.
All right.
Do you need assistance?
Yeah, if I can get assistance on that, that'd be great. I do have trap finding though, so that's nice. Gonna get a nice fat
So that
21.
extra bonus right up, yes.
There you go, 36.
36 for perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you're looking at it, and you're looking around, and you don't see, like, this coffin is completely open, and there doesn't look like there's anything in it, other than the body and the artifact in itself. So it catches you a little bit off guard, but as you're looking and inspecting, you see the light reflect off of something. And as you are examining this and just looking for that flash of light that you saw, some light glinting off of something metallic, you see it again, and you see it again, and you see that a little bit further down in the inside, what looks like almost looks like thread, but it's thread that is thinner than anything you've ever seen before.
Oh god, razor wire.
Razor wire. Jinx.
Stealing my jams. Well, let's get out the old thieves' tools and... Wait, shit, I don't have thieves' tools anymore. Fuck! Let's see. What do I have on me at this point?
Was just kicks your ankle a little bit.
Ow.
So reach into my bag.
Alright. I will do so. Does Sophie have thieves' tools?
I actually have thieves' tools. I have herbalist kit. I
Aha!
got poisoner's kit. It's always good to be prepared.
Well, thank God for Sophie. Alright, I will take the spare thieves' tools out of her pack, and then try and disable the razor wire.
Cough. Cough. They're called masterwork thieves' tools.
Ooh.
All right. So, make me a disable device check.
Alright. Which I think is just a finesse check.
And you get the +2 on
Guard
that.
finesse.
20 plus 2, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. Oof! The Tazrin curse is back!
The Tazrin curse.
Quick, spend mythic points. Oh no.
Oh no. Wait, advantage. Oh wait, no, I don't do that here.
Shit.
Unfortunate.
22, huh?
You didn't. I mean, you just got that new arm. It's gonna be a real shame when you lose it.
Fuck. That would be how this goes down, isn't it?
Well, you are very carefully. You're taking a pair of what looks like a pair of kind of like tweezers, and you're very carefully clipping these using a pair of cutters to snip these tiny little wires out from the sides of the sarcophagus and bundling them up.
Mm-hmm.
But while you are doing this, the tension of the situation seems to get to you just a little bit, and your hand slips.
Uh-oh.
And you don't. You breathe in, like take in a sharp breath, and you take out your hand.
Missing a finger or
And
two.
your clippers have been severed by one of the threads.
Whoops.
Well,
Ah, should be missing a finger.
That's what I expected, but I'll take the less cruel punishment. Well, alright. I guess I'm losing that masterwork bonus as my tools are damaged, but I'm gonna have to try it again. I mean, it's all I got.
You got about halfway.
Alright. Well, let's see what I can nothing I can do. Yay!
Yay! It's even worse.
Look,
Now you fucking... Now that son of a bitch just whips out and hits you in the
yeah,
face.
the razor wire just reaches out of the sarcophagus and just slices my dick off and just goes back in.
Which one of them?
Yes.
It spontaneously becomes a razor wire golem.
No.
It's a razor wire mimic.
It's
Oh god.
Savin, it's a Jewish wire.
It starts to
It's like
wrap
part of
around
your
you and you
dick.
become the first razor wire chiton.
Oh god. This is
You're
what
about to
happens
get-
when you
you're
put me
about
in a
to get some
position to
kind
roll
of-
d20s, okay?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just got
this
your
is
you just
gonna
got your
hurt.
arcane bris now from the razor wire.
All right. Well, with a 19, you continue working with your damaged tools, and you make some more progress. Unfortunately, now that you've seen just how sharp these wires are, and they sliced through your metal implements, it's been a little bit worse this time, and you feel it when it happens, but your hand does slip again. And this time, when you pull out your hand, you have to choke back the pain, as you are now missing a finger.
Yep. Oh god.
Would someone like to make me a reflex save to catch the finger
Oh, for God's sake.
before it falls into the trap-ridden object?
The reflex save? Well, I
Reflex.
can try it. Well,
To try
what
and
about the book?
grab the finger before it falls into the trap-ridden sarcophagus.
I
It just
can
falls
try
into
to
a
do
bunch
that.
more razor
And
wire.
then crazy glue it back on, but backwards.
Okay. I can try to do that unless the boss wants to do that.
Taz, you
has a
can
higher
also...
than this.
anyone can make a reflex save.
Don't all do it at once though, because you'll all be jamming your hands into the sarcophagus.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this fleshy finger or replacement
Hmm.
limb finger?
He doesn't have a replacement limb anymore. It got healed. He has two
Really?
flesh arms.
Yep.
Yeah, after he got miracled just now, he has his actual limb back. So he's really, getting to work on making sure to lose that again nice and quick.
Yeah, I guess,
One digit at a time.
Gonna glue the finger back on, and then you're just gonna chop off the whole arm and replace it with a tree.
Hey, well, I mean, okay, so that might be exactly what happened to my character. The finger didn't. The
Okay.
finger. She got a prosthetic finger. Well, no, she got her finger cut off, had it healed back on, but it was crooked and it was imposing a -1 on some things. So she had the entire arm cut off and had a new one put on, just because.
Okay.
So,
Assist
You
me,
can-
Savin?
What's my reflex save even?
So-
It's like plus 18. Yeah, I'll make it.
I
Wait.
can.
18.
Well, I got a 16. So, but you roll the shit.
Yeah, you go ahead and make the test. I'm really bad at rolling when I'm not the DM.
So, Kira, if we both try to go for it,
mm-hmm.
would that work, or is it just a single?
Well, it's two people trying to grab one object out of the air.
Just make the save, Hedrah.
Okay, well, I'll try and see how that goes.
28. Respectable. That's pretty good.
You in the 12.
That is enough.
The 10 digits.
Sophie, you see it. You are watching, and you see it when it happens. And As-
don't blink.
even as
That's right.
Taz is pulling his hand back, your hand is darting forward, and you just snatch it out of the before it even drops more than a centimeter, and you pull the severed finger out and are holding it up. And now you are all looking at Taz's bleeding hand and this finger that Sophie is holding. Not again.
Alright, well,
Okay.
I think Taz is out of this
Well,
challenge. Just gonna go lay down in a corner and cry. Molly!
No, Taz,
Get my fucking fingers off!
puts the finger back on in the right direction. Hold it there. Just hold it there.
Alright, I imagine at this point Taz is just shaking. But yeah, alright.
Oh, stop being a baby. And then she takes out her expensive wand of healing.
Is that actual, like, heal the spell?
No, it's cure serious
I
wounds.
don't think that helps with missing digits, unfortunately.
Pathfinder kind
No,
of has
but
a
it's-
caveat on as long as you're quick enough.
As long as
Yeah.
as long as you're fast enough and get it
So
done.
it's like,
Oh,
Stop.
alright.
If you output enough effort quickly enough, it'll be fine.
this is fine, it's so fine, it's just a little... It's still good, it's still good.
It's still fresh, it's fine. It's fine. Just-
Because, yeah, it's like when you think about it, it's like Cure Serious Wounds does shit like knit your broken bones together for those terrible injuries that you sustained. It's like, if you just hold those two broken parts back together again and blam it with a good, quick old heal, then, you know, same diff. You just don't want the finger to begin necrotizing, and then otherwise you're in trouble.
Yes. It has how much healing are you going to expend on this?
Well, 2 throws should be more than enough to get it back.
Okay. Make your throw your dice, please. Your healing.
Okay. I will just open a window and throw them out. Or do you just want me to roll?
Please roll your die. Please roll your healing numbers, please.
Yes. Okay. Then Sirius is a third. Why the... No script, fuck off. God damn it.
I heard my name. What?
I said no script, fuck off. You're not...
I thought you
no
said
script.
third. Why
No,
that?
no, just... Hey, we just updated it. You're like, thank you, now I have to scroll back to my fucking tab, you piece of shit. Fucking... There it is. Thank you. So, roll... 8 plus 5. Blom. Should be enough.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. The finger hasn't even gone cold yet before you just kind of like jam it back onto
It's a clean cut
Taz's.
as well, so...
It is very clean, yes. It is cleaner than any cut you've ever seen. And you stick it back on and then just like rub your wand all over the bloody finger, and with a little burst of magic a couple of times, Taz, you get this you get that sensation, that pins and needles sensation in your hand, and it's like all in this one finger, and it's really uncomfortable, but it flares up especially hard whenever you try to twitch or move your finger, but you can move your finger and it's fine.
I'm just gonna imagine that it's my middle finger that got cut off, so now for the rest of the adventure, Taz is just holding it straight out. Just, Alright.
Still hurting or something?
Oh, it's fine. Thank you, Sophie. Ow.
Okay.
Ow, though. Alright. Does razor wire burn?
No, it's made
It's
of metal.
metal.
Fuck.
But and now that you're no longer distracted with Taz's hand, you will see that the the razor wire that you have cut is being held aloft and being kept from falling down by what looks like a little spectral hand that is just like pinching a few of its threads and holding it up.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say by a tiny little drider. It was like, you bastard!
This was my web! How dare you!
My home.
Alright. Can we just dispel the hand?
No, that is Holly is holding a
Oh.
mage hand
Oh, okay. She's holding it, like, keeping it from Right.
falling.
I gotcha.
There is
Okay.
only a little bit left.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let me
have
just make it
regular.
make a check
I
again.
have regular tools, but not masterworks. You
Let
don't
me
a
get out my
bonus.
spare tools here,
Yeah.
as
Okay.
you've gone and destroyed my masterwork ones.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well-
It's above a 10. I win the
Hey,
game.
that's
look
good.
at that! It's great. Everything's fine. With your hand repaired and the razor wire being held up, you grumble and complain as you snip the last couple dozen strands, and the mage hand just slowly lifts it up and then just throws the razor wire behind you onto the ground.
Fuck that
I
stuff.
just see that it cuts. See that it cuts into the stone.
Oh god, now there's gonna be like a slight breeze, and it's gonna catch the razor wire and just decapitate somebody.
Oh my God, that's an amazing idea. Hold on, I'm just gonna write that down. Where's my
Here's
notepad?
the
Razor
thing, though. Razor wire, aka Savin's murder everything, literally shreds steel, hardened steel and armor. I
Mono
remember
wire
what
net
happened to
launcher.
Clank. Yeah, I remember what happened to half of Clank's foot and his hand, her hand.
I thought Clink's foot just got possessed by a rust monster.
I thought a rust
the
monster
boat,
lived in
Rim.
your boot.
Or was it the other boot?
No, it wasn't. No, the thing is, the rust monster came afterwards.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
on the boat. The trapped ship, the ghost ship that we
You
had.
mean Juggernaut?
Yes, Juggernaut, that was his name. Remember the fucking trap door where we entered it? I walked in with my hand first and just saw it get sliced to tiny bits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's fucking armored steel, so like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Razor Wire don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
I do
Yeah.
not miss the razor wire traps.
No, I don't myself either. It was hilarious when, what was it? I think it was you or Fan that kicked a guy into a room. The problem was the entrance was razor wired and it just became chunky salsa.
I don't know.
I remember that happening.
I remember when my character walked through a door and got salsified, but it turned out it was an illusion.
I mean, you guys
was in
almost triggered one of those dishonored spring razor traps earlier in the campaign,
Yeah,
which was also
Well, that's
razor
only-
wire. That would have been funny.
that's deadly to pass. And, well, I think Holly can hear herself back up, but it's mostly deadly to pass. Sophie would have been fine. It's okay, she's just... Oh, her body just gets sliced up into, like, bits and pieces, and then just slowly pull themselves together like T-1000.
Well, you won't pull themselves back together. You'll just, they'll just grow. You'll just grow new ones.
Shoot small tendrils and pull myself together. It's much more creepier. If I had been an android, it'd be just these cables just crawling like parasites on the ground there, like a worm. They're just stabbing into the parts and just pulling them together.
Jesus Christ, how
Nanomachine
horrifying.
sound. Alright, Bishop from when he fights the alien, and when the alien queen gets her hands on him.
And tears him in half.
Yeah. Then you see all the innards there just sticking out. Imagine it just pulling itself together.
Ugh. Anyway, that's 3 out of 6, and you have each taken out 1. There are 3 traps remaining.
Alright. Do we see any further mechanical ones?
Oh well, why don't you make me another perception check?
Okay.
A perception or trap finding check.
They're the same
Yes.
skill. But yes, it's...
Yeah, but you get bonuses to trap finding.
Yes, I do,
Not
and
perception.
I'm counting that in. I'm also assuming you're helping me.
Of
Those
course.
keen robo eyes.
Sophie's eye.
Yeah!
27.
I'm the best at
I
dice!
I feel like.
Oh my god, why all your dice are just so bad in this campaign?
Do you want Sophie to roll
This ro-
perception or something?
this roll 20 just does not-
Oh, God.
I
Roll
firmly
20s
believe that
always
whenever you
have
sign, I
something
firmly
to
believe
relate.
that when you sign up for a roll 20, it determines a ratio of like a luck stat to
No.
you.
It's on a per game basis because
Yes.
literally I roll straight motherfucking fire in pretty much every game except for thirds, and occasionally yours.
It's true. You roll really good, except for thirds. You roll fucking shit in that game,
Roll
but only
garbage.
that game.
How many bowstrings have you broken?
Fuck, nearly as many as Hoff managed to break in Borks.
I mean, Stray broke
no,
like
last
50 million.
count,
And...
I have, despite it being some like a really fucking amazing Mastercrafty bow, and even after it fucked up once, deciding to spend an entire extra turn making sure it wouldn't break again, breaking it again. I think I'm somewhere in the realm of about 9 bowstrings in.
That's about
In
how
fact, at
many
one
Stray
point-
burned on, what's it called, Vikings&D.
Yeah, that too. But yeah,
That
no,
was
it got so bad at
bullshit
one
luck.
point that I stopped rolling attacks. My character literally went, you know what? No, this is fucked, and then stood there and watched the rest of the fight happen. And no one complained at me for it because literally I'd spent 4 turns doing shit all,
Oh,
but costing myself money. And then I think I died, and then I was on the balcony for a while because I still got clipped by a stray monster. Yeah, no, I can't roll in your game for fucking anything.
I should add a Fletcher with a magic bowstring that you can buy.
You know, I also roll very poorly in thirds game. My
On
character's
skill
supposed-
checks mostly. You're very
My
good at spell
character's
damage.
supposed to be has incredible skill checks on knowledge. Can't roll a knowledge check to save my fucking life. I have like a plus 14 to my knowledges. I can't roll. I roll like 5 and below every single time.
Or like Pip and Arcana. I've had like for the longest time just had like plus.
You have
2
no bonus in
D2.
that, and yet you keep
Yeah.
rolling above like a 15.
Yeah, I get like 18s and 19s, 70s, like that. Like Why
Everyone
don't
thinks
everyone
you're
else
incredibly
fucking
good
roll?
at this. Everyone thinks you're so good at at
It's more
Arcana
like
checks.
fortune cookie luck. You happen to crack open the brain fortune cookie that day, and it's like relevant information. Like, thanks, fortune cookie brain. That's how I imagine it is on like when you roll really high on a skill that you're technically trained in, but have put no effort. It's like shit that you must have snoozed through during lesson time.
I'm a warlock. We don't do arcane.
Yeah, no. I mean, exactly. You don't do Arcana, but it's still like a skill you can do and then throw dice at. So it's
I mean-
really, it's just the brain fortune cookie.
My Warlock
you
in
put-
Borks&D
you put-
has Arcana. It's
Yeah, but you
pretty
put
good.
skill points into it.
Because it's important for magic.
It is very useful.
Anyway, let's go back to getting the rest of my hand eviscerated. So I clearly don't see any more traps, so...
Well, that's not true. I didn't actually get to say what happened.
Fair enough.
What was your roll again? It was
Bullshit.
27.
27.
27.
And it's just, the die roll was bullshit. The result is still pretty
Die
good.
roll is shit, trash. But everything's okay. I mean, that's enough. That's good. 27 is fine. All right. As you are looking, near the bottom of the box, you see with your keen eyes what almost looks like a tiny little gemstone that is cut into the shape of what looks like a little tiny eye.
Interesting.
And your trap finding knowledge, your knowledge of traps, leads you down a few courses of what this could possibly be until it settles on that is most likely a sensor for another mechanical trap. It is you can tell that it is the detection for a trap that would spring if you were to put your hand far enough down.
I see. Well, if it's just a sensor, perhaps we can magically muck with it, or is it like a more mechanical thing?
It does look like a gemstone, so it just could be a magical trap.
All right, this looks like it's a job for Sophie.
Do you want me to spell craft / arcana check it? See if there are any magical anything around it or into it
That
or
would
through it?
that would be wise.
That would be wise. But that's why I'm asking Kina about.
If you would like.
Yes, I would like. So, which one do you want first?
It is. I don't mean something. It's up to you.
Well, I can use my knowledge of the arcane. Insert ominous, powerful, fucking Titan voice there, and see if I recognize the kind of or what it could be, and then use spellcraft to see if there is a flow of magical energy going through it, to it, or it's affecting its surrounding. Or is it reflecting? Ah. So, Arcana? Only a 40. A sub 10.
Only a 40.
Is there anything in the database?
One moment. Let me see. Let me look. I need to look up something. Let's see. Let's see. How does... Let's see. Oh, okay. That's how that works. Okay. 40. That is a spellcraft.
Now, Arcana to see
That's
if
an
I
Arcana.
recognize anything.
From Taz's description, it sounds like it is simple. It is simply a gemstone enchanted with a scrying like spell. It's like an arcane sensor, an arcane eye spell, something to detect motion, and then be the trigger for something.
Okay.
Or, I mean, it could be a visual sensor tied to some kind of alarm, for all you know.
Okay. Now I can do the spellcraft to see if there is any magical energy coming from it, going through it, or if it's reflecting anything, or if it's affecting its surrounding.
Okay.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Well,
Spellcraft.
spellcraft. Using it's a little difficult because you're extending your senses and trying to feel out the magic in your close proximity. But there is a lot of magic. There's a lot of, how you could call it, background noise or interference from the other traps and from the artifact that is a scant foot or two away from you. But with a check like that, you are able to suss out that it is taking in energy.
From where?
From just its general air, like from the sarcophagus inside, from the area inside of the sarcophagus. Particularly on a plane, on a horizontal plane directly in front of it.
I'm sick of these motherfucking gems on this motherfucking plane.
You
Indeed.
could.
I'll relay this
block.
information to begin with.
Okay.
To begin with, and then
Mhm.
you can continue, please.
So you let them out. You let Holly and Taz know that it is indeed like an arcane sensor for a trap or an alarm, and it is a plane of vision, a horizontal plane of vision that is a couple inches above the artifact itself.
Okay. Can I do a perception roll, a perception check, to see if I can determine where it's taking in energy from in the plane, like an arcane sensor, but it has to bounce off something to register. Otherwise, it will instantly go off from everything else. Right?
No, your knowledge would tell you that as soon as anything crossed its field of vision, like it would detect that something is wrong, that something foreign is inside of the sarcophagus.
Okay. So it's taken in energy. It's powered by its surroundings.
It's not like an IR sensor. It's like literally just a magic eye.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. So yeah, so we have to make it believe it's nothing is in its way, or like just reflect, or like imitate the surroundings, or rather imitate what it's seeing, but right in front of it.
Is that what do you have something for that? Is that what you would like to try?
Well, that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm thinking, like I said, thinking hard, and Sophie is probably yeah, she is way fucking smarter than I am.
Well, what you describe would be an illusion, probably something along the lines of a major image or a permanent image. Something to fool the sensor into believing nothing is wrong.
Mm-hmm. check with all. Got anything up her sleeve for that?
A major image, an illusion spell, or perhaps maybe a darkness spell localized could also disable its ability to see. There was a deeper darkness. Let's see. Let me see. Where did I write that shit down? I should have. Sure, I wrote that stuff down somewhere. Yes. No. Let's see. Where is that that list of objects? Is it in this one? Or is it this one? It's not there. Damn it. I wish I knew where I put that fucking information. I've lost a few of mine. Over the course of this, I have lost a couple of notes, and I very much am upset that I have, because it's really annoying. Yeah, I can't fucking find it. I don't know where it is gone. Hang on a moment. There's somebody actually at the door. One moment.
Big fan.
Sorry about that. I'm back now. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Some missing information. Missing notes. Does Holly have something for that? Well, would you like? Do you want her to use her other trap ability, her other trap disable to disable this one? There are two others after this.
Yeah, but there's a question. Magical. He was looking for mechanical, but he found this.
Yes.
Can you assist me in having a close look at this thing?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Big 4-0.
Oh. Wait. Never mind, this is something else. This is not the information I was looking for. I'll find it one of these days. I swear I'll find this information. One day I'll track down which fucking document I threw this in for some reason. Oh well. So, okay, so what are you looking for with that 40? That section.
I'm looking around to see, because he was looking for mechanical traps and he found this. I'm just gonna make sure that it is a mechanical one and not necessarily a decoy.
Okay. Well, with a
and then
40.
Look around a 40. And just to make sure, just in case he missed anything.
Okay. Well, with a 40, you clearly see the sensor. But I guess you might see what it might be attached to. Oh my god, they're all congregating down here now. There's now 4 people down here in the basement with me.
Why?
All right, let's cut over
Where else
to
are they gonna do cocaine?
the orgy scene.
No, let's not. So what you find is that there are a series of small holes in the bottom of this sarcophagus that are probably the linked trap to this sensor.
So we could disable that. Disable the trap it's connected to, I mean.
Yeah.
They look like a series of holes that would probably, from your knowledge of traps, would probably shoot some kind of darts.
Ah, yes, my second favorite kind of trap.
Poison dart traps, yes.
I swear to God, the next layer of trap is going to be flesh to stone. I'm just going to get Montied. This is like 5 years of Kina's revenge just stacking up on me.
I was waiting for this moment. No.
He says, lying.
Oh, Monty.
He said waiting, but he didn't describe nervously anticipating a pit of cold fear in his stomach.
Alright. Well,
I guess I will try and disable the trap there.
okay.
Yeah.
And in case you...
However...
And if you had finished...
I was saying, however, you will note that these holes are near the bottom, as is the sensor.
We have to go through the other ones first.
And presumably there might be other traps. There are other traps
Oh.
between you and this other mechanical trap.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, let's examine for more traps in between here and there.
So
Ooh.
you have found one of these last 3 traps.
What the
There
shit?
should presumably be 2 more between you and it. Well, there's at least 1 more.
Let's review my dice rolls here real quick. Let's
Criminy, another fucking 3.
I'm rocking
Jesus.
let's see, 13, 5, 4, 11, 4, 6, 3. That's been my dice rolls today. 2 above a 10, barely.
Now, here's a question. Do you want me to look for traps for you?
Do you have trap finding?
I do not have trap finder, but my eyesight is good enough to discern them.
Yeah, luckily this isn't 3.5 5 where you had to have trap finding to find magical traps. I don't think that's a thing in Pathfinder. So
You need trap finding in order to disable magical traps.
yes, which I can do.
But anyone
but-
with perception can find traps.
Yes. So yes, Sophie, why don't you look? I'm blind, apparently.
Apparently, your eyes, or apparently the razor wire also pulled your eyes out, and they're sitting in the bottom of the sarcophagus, looking up at you.
Yeah, you turn to face Taz, and it's just 2 pairs of googly eyes on his face.
He's got one of those sets of glasses on with
wish-
the spraying googly eyes, just bouncing around.
Bling.
Do you wish to help me?
Yes, I will absolutely help you.
Oh,
I will be happy to
God,
provide
that's funny.
static, non-rolling bonuses.
Oh my god, that's funny. I love googly
Gosh.
eyes. They are simple. Googly eyes are a simple but timeless comedy device.
Fun. Especially if utilized well, they're fucking hilarious.
Ah, the googly eye. Excellent. Let me just look down. Nope, no new doodles have been appearing. Okay. So
No, the
42.
The tablet wasn't hooked up, remember?
Yeah, I know.
I
I was
wish
just
tablet-
checking to see if something had happened in the meantime. All right. So for the net, you are looking for another trap.
Mm-hmm. The next in line.
The next one down from you guys. Okay. Well, let's see.
That
What
I
is
had
the
to
next?
get through to get to the other ones, to get to the other ones.
And that was just a perception check.
That was
just-
an assisted perception check.
Okay, just a perception. Okay. Well, you can see. Let me think. God, this is the one I don't remember you. I can't do that. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I like that. Okay. You find that the next trap, you see what looks like a string of text of a flowing script
Oh God, no.
I'm not
that
gonna
runs
read
along
it.
the rim of the entire rim of the sarcophagus.
I'm not gonna read it.
Okay.
I learned my
Well,
lesson fucking
it's there.
last time. Screw your hit. Screw your hit.
Okay.
You're not
Okay,
getting
well,
me this time.
The script is there. You're not reading it, so you don't know what it does.
Okay. I mentioned to what's her name again? Holly, that there's some text or scripture along the edge. I haven't read it because last time I read something here, it didn't end well for me.
Yes, I heard it exploded on you.
Yes, I need to make myself. I need to get some new clothes. It's very drafty.
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, I am naked.
Taz just sort of looks up like, what?
You haven't noticed this entire time that Sophie has been nude.
Tez will just think to himself, you know, honestly, I've been with Sophie this long that she's just window dressing on my existence at this point. I just never pay attention to her that much. And just sort of looks back at her,
Just
looks down, yeah, shakes his head, goes back to work.
just nod towards the fucking the blast outlet of Sophie on the wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Normally-
she was dressed before she was introduced to exploding runes.
Normally this would be the part of the story where I offer you some clothes, but Taz will just indicate his own nakedness, or near thereof.
So what you're saying is now you two smash.
No. I need Molly as a
Just-
sweet, soft
She
buffer.
would break you. She would break you.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, who?
You would break him.
Literally, I know you have Bone Crush.
Bone Crush.
It's not quite the same as
No.
Boner Crush, but it'll do the same job in a pinch.
It's Bone Shatter.
Even worse.
I mean, after a boner is used to its fullest, you do tend to be quite shattered.
But yes, she has an unimaginably high constitution as well for her class. Okay, so
There is. Yes, I can see it. The text. It is that field I mentioned.
a field you mentioned,
Yes.
refresh me,
There-
Kina.
She mentioned, as you were starting this, that there were 6 layers of traps. One of which she was pretty sure is a field of disintegration, and then she said, or is it annihilation? I can't remember. They are very similar.
How about that one? Yeah. I think that's a little bit above my magical strength.
I could reach through it, the field, and bypass it. Or I could give someone else the ability to bypass it. But whoever does that is on their own, as the others will be unable to pass through the field without losing their limbs, presumably.
Taz will just look at his, like, stitched-on finger. I just glanced over at chat and they're talking about putting googly eyes on the dildo. I was like, alright. Why not?
Ah, you guys.
Okay. Well, anyone that passed through along with, but is there a way we can just invert the field, like, so we can get a, what's the word? If we divert the border of it,
Divert the
so that
border.
we get we move the border instead of it being like the edge of the sarcophagus or whatever, and just so we get a couple of inches to be able to move in.
Hmm. Let's see. Perhaps make. Someone would like to make some checks about this situation.
Well, what checks would you need then?
So let's say spellcraft check.
I can assist
Okay.
on that.
Oh, sweet.
Hi, dog.
Let's see if I can roll decently. 41.
Okay, 41. You are entirely certain that that field that you are looking at now is, in fact, identical to the magical field that is surrounding a sphere of annihilation.
Prepare to be annihilated.
which means anything that touches it will be annihilated. The entire form will be annihilated.
Put your dick in it.
I remember when I walked into one of those in Tomb of Horrors. Or Tomb of Horrors, rather.
Yeah.
Just walked my face right in it. So did you assholes, actually. Or at least half of you.
Yeah, because we didn't know what it fucking was.
Yep.
Oh, is this where you thought it
Brutal.
teleported you away? It teleported you all away, but what
I
actually
remember
happened?
throwing
is you
a
got
bucket.
fucking
I remember
destroyed.
throwing a bucket of something into it, of like milk or something into it. I don't remember. I thought it seemed like a smart thing to do at the time. Because then the face on it
Okay.
changed into something else. We're like, cool, I solved the puzzle, and then I ran through into the death field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's annihilation. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Precisely like a sphere of annihilation, in fact.
Can we move it?
Well, gee, I don't know. Can you?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, since it's like a field, like a plane of annihilation, like a like a tray, can we just slide it a bit?
Oh, try grabbing
Where
it.
should or like alter the magical like flow how it is. The setup of it, instead of that it covers just a fucking plane like that, just shorten one of the sides of it.
Well, let's see. Make me a knowledge arcana check.
Are you trained in Arcana there, Taz?
I sure am.
Would you want to help me?
Absolutely.
Let's see if I can do good. 37 only. Not shit though.
Interesting. Okay, with a 37, you know from your knowledge of magic and knowledge of extremely powerful objects, such as a sphere of annihilation, and you are working for a organization that collects artifacts, and a sphere of annihilation is an object of such outstanding power. You know that a sphere of annihilation could be destroyed, and presumably this effect could be destroyed. The only way to destroy it is for someone to cast a gate spell on top of it, and it has a roughly 50%. It has a 50% chance of canceling out the sphere of annihilation. On the other hand, you know that a sphere of annihilation, once identified, can be controlled by anybody, provided they are strong enough of the mind. One can exert their mental will upon it and make it move in a direction.
Ah! I knew it. My plan.
It is a very difficult thing to do, as it is an artifact, and the DC of such a check is very high.
He just looks at the boss. Pretty much cast as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this seems like a boss thing to do. Also, if it's an artifact, we need to steal this, because, you know.
Well, it's just a field of annihilation.
It's just a field of annihilation.
How are you going to get a field of
Great
annihilation back to base? It's
Stick
just
it
a
in my
field
bag of holding.
You can't do that.
Just watch me. I don't know. I have no idea how you would. How did it get here in the first place?
That's a good question.
It
How did
got
it get
cast.
here? Very good question. Anyway, so you are prompting the boss to deal with the annihilation field. That is something that she would be willing to do. All right, just a moment. Where the fuck are my statistics? Here it is.
Well,
Hi, doggy.
I don't know. Can we assist her on that? Because like cheer
No,
on,
this is
like,
this is
confidence
something
boost.
only. This is something one person can do. It is a purely mental effect. Like it is one person exerting their will upon an object. However, she does have things that are. She does have a lot of things going for her. First off, she can't really move. She can't move because she's holding the plane of force at on the top back, so she can't back away as she would like to. Let's see.
But you can't just
She did.
move
Let's see.
it sideways.
How many spells did she cast today of this level? Let's see. She cast teleportation circle. She did that one. 2. She needs to maintain at least 1. And I need to check the D20. Where's the fucking class? Where is that? Here is the class. Let me just see how many of those. And really? Why do I? That's such a fucking annoying thing to do. Okay, classes. Oh my god. Magic. Why is this so? Why is this table so annoyingly so hard to fucking find? All right, you know what? Fuck this. Hang on a second. Let me see. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Need to figure. There it is. Oh, that's where it is. She has. Okay. Yeah, okay, she has enough. She will hedge her bets then. Where is it? It is. Where's the effect? The effect is. Oh, wait, I have to do. Sorry. I have to look through all these different things for this one fucking effect. Sort through all this shit. At least I know where it is. It's at the bottom. Okay. She is going to reach in. And she gets this glint in her eye as she stares at this field, and she raises her other hand up, and it's like twitching in almost anticipation as she reaches down and stares at this plane, this field of force. And makes an intelligence check to exert her will over this object. Where the fuck did I fucking... Sphere of Annihilation, and the DC is... Okay. Oh wait, this is way easier than I thought. Oh, never mind, she's fine. This is way easier than I fucking thought. She basically can't fail this, actually. Now that I fucking see now that I actually read this properly. She can't, she just has to not roll a 1. She didn't roll a 1.
Okay.
I thought that was actually going to be a lot harder. But upon reading the object again, the object's description again. Oh wait a minute, I had the math for that check, for the control check, wrong. Okay, and then she lifts her hand back and she looks at you guys and says, "Please take a step back. I have to swing this. I can't move my other hand, and I have to swing the plane of annihilation up. So please back away from
Okay.
me, up from the sarcophagus."
Well, Savin is AFK, so
Nope, I just got back.
get over to...
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. So she moves around over here, not moving her first her hand, and then she just kind of like raises one of her her second hand up, and slowly moves it up higher and higher until it's like she's holding, as if she's trying to hold something up above her head. Okay. All right. I have it. I have the annihilation field suspended above us. It isn't going to go anywhere, so long as I maintain concentration on it. You should both be now free to continue working.
Excellent. Okay, so the field is gone. That means there's one, and then there's the poison needle trap. Okay. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. All we need to do is focus. Okay. And Cass, can you please assist me so we can find the second to last trap?
Of course.
Thank you. It would be most appreciated.
Okay. Perception?
Yes.
You do not detect any more mechanical devices or sigils or visible traps.
I'll just count up, but there's supposed to be 6.
Hmm.
Lord Winter's corpse
And
is
we
in
have-
here, right?
Yes.
What if the last
Nice.
trap is in him or under him?
Possibility.
What if the last trap is him and he's just a lich?
What if the last trap is him and he's just a femboy under all that armor?
This is a save and setting, so
All of
you
these
tell
could be
us.
true.
Yeah.
Traps aren't Kinathis' thing, though.
Eh,
That is also true.
I am ambivalent.
No, you're not. No, you're definitely not about traps.
Keen ain't gay enough for this shit. Alright.
Yeah.
So let me examine the body,
Okay.
like, directly and see what's
Well,
up
you
with
still
that.
have that other trap,
That's the
Yeah, but
there's
gemstone trap,
can we
right?
the
Yep.
gemstone sensor and the little holes in the bottom.
Right, so that one, and then it's 6 traps in total, correct?
Hmm.
Well, you said it.
I probably shouldn't have said an actual number. That was a mistake on my part. Slip of the tongue, but I've already done. I've gone and done that already. So
I bet you would slip that tongue.
yes, there is one more trap. There are 6. Fine.
Okay, so there's the needle trap. Let's see, okay. I don't see any sigils, or rather, I don't see any sigils. That was the worry. Can I do a spellcraft check to see if there's any any magical... If there is any magic going, emanating from other than, like, where we know shit is. Like, a hidden a hidden magical trap.
How would you like to go about finding this trap?
Well, I would first call for DCL, and then get him into the call.
You're gonna ask his opinion as a rogue enthusiast as how he would try and find a trap that you cannot see?
Or
Yes,
a trap
that's what we're
enthusiast
Yeah.
of how
talking
he'd find a rogue.
But yeah, mostly is to see that in lore and in world words, the weave of magic, how it is.
Okay. How will you go about detecting this?
Well, I am knowledgeable, and I have out my ass, and I have specialized.
Do your specialize allow you to see magical auras?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's not a yes or a no.
Haha. No, not that I know of, so.
Okay.
Can you just cast Detect Magic?
And get blinded by the artifact. We've been this down the road before, remember?
Put some sunglasses on.
Jeez. I know,
Some
it's like,
sunglasses. Huh. No, there was a... Huh. I didn't know there was a greater detect magic. Interesting.
Kelsa Breeze, that's probably also mythic magic detection
No.
or something.
No? Detect magic greater. It is a second level spell for basically every spellcaster.
there is? Since
Yes.
when?
Since Source's Ultimate Intrigue.
That has to... That's relative new stuff.
Yeah, it was that spell was introduced in the Ultimate Intrigue book. I believe that also had the Vigilante in it. Yes, the Vigilante was introduced in that as well.
Yeah, that would explain it.
Wow, greater detect magic can allow you to analyze the signature flourishes in a magical aura, allowing you to match a spell to the person who cast it. As if when you're trying to solve a mystery and you find magic, you can say, "Who made this magical aura here?" It was this guy.
Oh, so it's a fingerprint on
like
the
a thing-
fucking spell.
It's like a spell fingerprint, yes.
That is gay as hell. Awesome, though.
Wow. Anyway, How would you like to go about finding this magical trap, this trap that you cannot find?
Well, we don't see any mechanical, anything, not with my fucking. That's a level of roll that I did there.
Nothing just there. No. Nothing that is just easily like identifiable with the naked eye.
Easily identifiable. If it's higher than a goddamn DC4 key, then it's not easy at all to identify. It's meant to be fucking hidden. And hidden well.
Possibly. You hear a voice from the outside of the chamber you're in. Seems to be Molly, and she is asking how things are going.
I
Oh,
got my
yeah,
finger
that's-
cut off, and
Oh gosh.
no, it's okay. I'm better
Don't
now.
come in.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
come
Stay
in.
outside.
Okay.
Don't come in, we're naked.
That is literally true.
Literally. Okay. No, but I got detect magic in the basic forms there.
Okay.
I just, like, not be stupid and stare right into the blinding fucking sun.
Okay, so you're going to put your hand over your face and block the, put it away so you can't see the artifact, yes?
Yeah, but then I won't be able to see the rest of the place where, the trap could potentially be.
Okay, how are you then? How are you protecting your eyes when you are going to cast detect magic? If you want to
Doesn't she actually have magical eyelids?
Yeah, but those are just, her eyelids are transparent. Like they are like
Yeah.
it just looks like she's not blinking. She actually has her eyes closed, but it's just everything goes through the eyes. The eyelids are completely transparent.
I have that crocodile eyelids,
Right. She has a second.
Yes.
She has a second eyelid that is transparent.
Yeah. Okay, so can we...
Please state your action. Please
Can
make
I
a
do an
decision.
intelligence? Can I do an intelligence roll to see if I can figure out the way to do this correctly?
Correctly.
Yeah, correctly in the way that this one, like blow up in her face, literally. Because Sophie's a hell of a lot smarter than I am.
So you want to make an intelligence check to suss out a way to do
How
to
to
figure.
find... Yeah, yes.
You will. Okay, so you want to make an intelligence check to basically put yourself on autopilot and have Sophie figure out how to find this thing on her own instead of you doing it.
Yeah, because like I said, Sophie is
Okay.
an order of magnitude smarter than I am.
All right. Go ahead. Make an intelligence check.
Can't be assisted on this.
I
Right?
cannot know. No. And it is an intelligence check. It is purely just Sophie doing it. The benefits and/or consequences will be determined on the check result. 17.
17.
Let's see. 17 on an intelligence check. And you're trying to figure out how to do that. Trying to figure out how to do that without just solve the problem.
Not blinding myself or fucking it up. So that.
Sophie thinks about this problem for a moment, for a couple minutes. For a few minutes. And what she ends up doing is that she ends up let's see now, Sophie. All right, you had that. That was all destroyed. That was all blown up. Well, that probably didn't get blown up. That's magic. What do you have in your bag of holding?
I
That's
bet you
based.
fuck ton of stuff.
Well, what do you have?
Well, let's see. What would you need? Let me go through my fucking text document here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want that letter-wise or from smallest to biggest?
I'll just like, she takes something out of her bag, something that she can hold up easily enough. And what she does is she puts it in front of her face, puts it, and basically uses detect magic while holding this thing between her and the artifact. She squints really hard, but she looks around and she detects that the body of August is radiating a powerful magical aura. A powerful necromantic magical aura.
Nice.
Presumably,
Okay.
August himself is a trap.
I called it!
Woohoo!
Ah,
How does he look in a fucking dress?
Convincing.
So. Yes. What's the word I'm trying to remember? So a spellcraft to see what type of trap it is. An elven one.
Yeah, you can make a spellcraft check if you like.
Yes, it would be nice. Can I, pass. Pass?
Sorry. Yes, I'm assisting you.
Pass.
Yes, but...
Okay.
Well,
Booyakasha!
well. Alright.
What
Well, a
shit?
51. Good fucking God. You find that he is radiating a very powerful magical aura. And it seems to be, from what you can decipher, as you squint down at the body, that should anyone touch him or whatever he is touching, well, him or whatever that he is holding, there will be a titanic burst of negative energy released, like a bomb of death magic will go off and fill the room. To be specific, you identify that in wrapping him is a triggerable spell, a Banshee's Wail.
I remember when my character's sister died to a Banshee Whale in Venendave.
That. Alright. No, wait. Which one was it that we threw into a cube?
Hmm?
I know we threw. I know. Yeah, it was in third D. Don't you remember?
I wasn't in 3rd and D.
No, wait.
It was in
Oh
Dragonlance,
man.
where you threw Varys'
Yeah.
sister into the room with the Banshee.
You didn't throw her in there. She went in there and then she died.
Okay, you
and then-
locked it. You trapped her in there with the
No,
Banshee.
but we
No,
threw-
I trapped everyone
No,
else in there after I dragged her out. Is what
Oh.
happened.
But we threw her sister's body into the goo. Remember?
Oh yeah, into a gelatinous cube or something.
That's
Yeah, I
horrible.
remember.
Yeah, that we made into a goo girl actually.
Oh god, yeah,
Oh
that was
my
disturbing
God.
as shit.
That is pretty horrible.
And then I played that goo girl, and she died like immediately.
Yep.
Got eaten by a dragon.
And then you had like 4 or 5 other characters that died.
Let's see. First, I did the dwarf, and then it turned into a lewd campaign. So I'm like, "Fuck the dwarf! I want to get laid."
I mean, fucking the dwarf is technically getting laid. Yeah, sure.
Then I played a. Oh, what was next? The Kender Druid.
Was it? Man, I don't remember any of your
Who got-
characters between the dwarf and then Sir whatever the fuck his name was, Sebastian.
Hold on.
No, don't pull up his entire name. No, please don't.
There was a druid.
I don't have time for that
Because
shit.
I remember
I think
there
it-
being
yeah.
a
the Kender
the
Druid,
wiggle
and-
check.
And then I
wiggly
did.
mammoth.
Then I did Valeria, the goo girl. Then I guess I did Sebastian. I think.
No, there was a sorcerer in between there.
Oh yeah, like a human sorcerer who's collecting traps. But then Sho came into the game, and her character was basically the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'll retire my character. 'Cause I
So
don't
Sho
wanna
can
just
play
be
something
doing-
unique for 5 whole sessions that she was there, and then the game ended.
Yeah, so then I brought in Sebastian. Or Sir Lord Professor Sterling Sebastian Emerson Blurfoot III Esquire.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he not an Esquire anymore, though?
No, he collects titles.
He wasn't any of those things.
Yeah, he just collects titles because it's what he does.
Well, then he should be former Esquire.
What does Esquire even mean?
It means you're not married.
Oh, well, he keeps Esquire anyway because
Fucking Kender.
it sounds cool. He's not
Anyway.
a professor. He's not a
So-
lord or a sir.
Anyway, you've identified this 6th trap, and that it is August himself.
Wait, did you say Esquire meant you're not married? That's not true. Super wrong. Tisk. It means that you're a lawyer in the US, and in the UK it used to mean that you were just landed gentry. Esquire had nothing to do with your marriage or even gender.
Ha ha.
I'm. Let's see.
It was afforded to people who were below a rank of knight. Technically, it has no gender holdings. There you go.
So, what will you do now? You've identified the last trap. There are still the 2 traps remaining.
I rolled to do trap.
Well, that one could be dispelled, correct?
Well, you know that none of these traps can be dispelled entirely.
But suppressed.
They have to be suppressed. Hence why all 6 of you have to keep have to keep at this.
Okay. Oh shit.
Like,
So let's see.
Taz, unfortunately, has to keep snipping away at these razor wires because it's like it's growing like hair out of the side of the fucking coffin. Yeah, has to keep trimming this shit off so it doesn't regrow and slice all your fucking arms off as you're working.
Okay.
This
This looks
dispenser
like one
of
of
razor
those-
wire.
What's the word again? It looks like a weird, like choreographed dance of like Twister.
Sort of.
While we're working here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I need to be able to suppress that one. Okay.
Yes.
I can do that with raw magical suppress.
It is a very powerful magical effect.
I know.
And will require a great deal of energy in order to suppress.
Yeah. But what's her name? Sophie is a sorcerer, so she is a wellspring of magical energy.
Mm-hmm. For the sake of brevity, because this is frankly taking a little longer than I thought it was going to take, I will tell you right now, if you expend, you will have to expend, let's say double the spell level in raw magic in order to keep it suppressed for the duration of this challenge.
Okay, so 18.
You must
spell level.
expend 18 levels of magic spells in order to fully just keep this self-regenerating magical effect from
Suppressed.
activating again.
Okay. Let's see. Then there's. I got this. So that's 10. Oh wait, if I back, that's 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Here we go. Okay, I have deducted the spells required for it. Yeah, I deducted the spells from my spell list.
Okay. You expend your wellspring of energy into this and focus your mind, and you basically drown this ongoing effect in your own magic, using it as an interference field to keep it suppressed. All right. It appears that there is just one final trap, and that is the magical sensor and its little blow dart holes. It seems the last trap is in your hands, Tazrin.
Okay, I can do that.
See.
Okay.
And you get your roll to your, what's the word? Trap?
Yep, I will not forget that this time. Alright, let's,
Yeah.
Alright, taking bets on if it's going to be less than 5 or less than 10.
Oh shit, it's going to be a 3. No, a 4. maybe a 4. I'm feeling good. It's a 4.
All right, are
You
we
are
betting
you
on
are
a 4?
taking a bet that it is exactly 4. He's gonna roll on the die.
Yes.
Here you go.
Any other take?
Oh!
Oh!
Even worse!
Damn it!
2.
But it's a 24.
Shit.
Christ on a crack.
I,
How the fuck?
oh my god.
But it's still a 24, so...
Oh
I've
my
rolled
God.
above a
As much
10
as I
twice.
want this.
Never above a 15.
Oh my god. Oh god, it is so fucking funny.
At least...
So Taz,
Time to get poisoned.
as you are working on this,
Yep.
you get a little, you devise a little way to bend, using mirrors or something to bend light in order to blind this sensor, and then you get to work trying to quickly just get rid of these little fucking little shitty damn dart holes and plug them
Mhm.
up or something.
Stick
But
a cork in there.
your array slips and the eye sees you, and for a second, and time slows down as you watch your thing fall, a little array tip over, and just the eye sees you and sets off its traps, and you can almost see the darts like coming and out of their little holes to pepper you with whatever horrible nightmarish toxins that they have within them.
Reflex
And then you
save?
blink.
Oh.
And then you blink. And then the array is back in its place. And the holes have been sealed up with a heavy wax.
Oh, okay. Either it's a very powerful hallucinogen, or my trap finding's actually pretty decent, even if I roll a goddamn 2.
Hmm.
Huh, well, okay, I guess we're done then.
For a brief moment, you were absolutely dead certain that you had failed.
Yup.
But everything's fine.
Jazz, you done there?
Yeah. Let me just unpucker my asshole real quick. It shifts around in his gear. Alright. Looks
Just
like we're done.
looks at... Can I look at Taz and see if it's looking alright?
It looks fine.
Because he usually doesn't want to have an unpuckered asshole.
Hey.
I mean, it sounds like his heart is beating really hard for some reason, but he seems fine.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, just nip and tuck there, that's all.
It
Very well.
appears that is it. I think that was the last one. All right.
Steph's your boss.
She takes a moment and she seems to be breathing. Her breathing seems to be a little labored, and she kind of like rubbernecks around her, looking around just to make sure nothing's going awry. Yes, I guess it is. Now, I just have to reach in and grab it. Let's see, her hands are full. Let me see. How do you want to grab this now, there, Holly?
Go with the classic magic hand. It's an easy thing to do. And when you're that high enough level, you don't have to do any gestures. Just big hand go bleep. Easy peasy.
Okay, let's see. Okay. What she does is that she seems to start whispering something to herself. And her form seems to very briefly shimmer for a second, for an instant. And then after that, a brief moment there, and within the span of a single, what was that? In the span of a single eye blink, there is nothing in the air, and then she has her staff is just floating in the air, and it moves as if being wielded, and then just reaches in, and she just slams its tentacled head down against the staff that is in the sarcophagus, and its tendrils just seem to just reach into the cage and just wrap around the crystal inside. It seems that there is a brief moment, like a battle between these two stabs, before Holly snarls an incantation under her breath, and then she pulls the staff back, and it is floating in the air, and it is caging the heart of magic within itself. You can see that there is a something suffusing Holly's form, like this shimmer of purple energy seems to just ripple across her skin and flash in her eyes and run like veins across her entire form.
Good, bad.
And then she takes a step back from the sarcophagus and just lets her hands go, and she stops bothering to control anything. And she reaches up with one of her hands and grabs her staff.
Good, bad, boss.
Everything is fine.
Well, that's something I didn't think I'd hear this century.
Let us leave now. We must go before she realizes what we have done.
Yes. Now, can you forcefully pull the girls away or something, or can I give Mierah the signal?
You can give Mierah any signal, whatever signal you want.
She's still able to hear, although she hasn't spoken into her earpiece. She's made noises before, so she's still there and reachable.
She turns away. Holly turns away from you guys, and she starts walking towards one of the walls, and then she just makes a swiping motion with her hand, and these sigils appear in a circle around on the wall, and then the wall inside just seems to shatter like glass and be pulled into a hole, and then she just walks through it.
The fuck?
Us?
I guess I'm just gonna run after her. I'll yell over my shoulder to the rest of them. Come on, kids! Boss is on the move!
Let's see.
Well, there, no.
Oh,
The
finally
alarm's
some
out.
action.
There is an alarm spell at the entrance. Hey, Savin.
Is
You
there?
know that already, so don't try. Yes. For two sessions we've been
Oh,
telling
hell.
you that.
I don't fucking remember.
Just a moment. Then the other Holly steps forward. Oh, I guess she's gotten it. She's in a hurry now.
Well,
the simulacrum breathes a heavy sigh, and then kind of pushes her hands out, and then starts to try and starts pulling them apart, like she's trying to pry open a door. And there's for Cadia Poisoner, and Molly, they can see this sparking of energy as she's fighting some force, and then you just see this tear open that glows, and there's this one person sized rift that just glows in the air. She points at it. Step through this. Don't touch the sides or you'll trigger the alarm. And this isn't going to last for long. I'm almost out of this body is almost out of power. I'm not going to last much longer. Please hurry.
tempo.
And then she steps to the side.
And then Cadia decided to stay behind.
Hey, third!
Fuck off.
Back off, you too. Okay, but I give
The other boss
I
is
sent-
still there. So.
No, she was
She
holding
was
it
waiting
up
for you. All right. And one by one, you guys follow into this portal that was suddenly ripped open.
Right, so I send what's the name again? Mierah, the signal. Pull out. Time to pull out.
You probably hear her leaning back, just when you reach behind your head, she just brushes across one of her ears like, I think I'm gonna fucking die. This is the end of me.
This
We're
is a glorious
we're on the
end,
move,
an end fitting for the Bleaksworthy line.
Witness
This is glorious.
me!
Witness me, shiny and come.
shiny would come. No, but seriously. But yeah, so grab the other one. Fuck, what's her name again? Callie.
You hear something that might be a grunt of assent, or just might be another hand reaching into her.
There's a lot of hands inside her.
Yeah. She will do her very best to get at least temporarily unpenetrated from the queen and hook a leg with Callie just to bring her somewhat closer. So that, if they get pulled out by some kind of teleportation, she doesn't drag a naked queen and sister with her. Because that would probably be a pretty bad move.
I mean,
okay, so it would be temporarily an amazing move, and then after that, pretty fucking tragic.
look, we can bring the sister, it's fine.
No, let's not break time any harder than it's already been broken.
No, I
You're
want to put her
you're
in
already committing one travesty.
I want to
so
put
help
her
me
in
there and
Savin.
multiply. Too bad.
No.
Wait, what's that you say? You want to commit a travesty?
We've been doing that for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, at least that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if Callie proves too attached to the sister, then she will reluctantly include her in the grab.
Got that.
Yeah, that's what's going to be happening.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Up
that there
to
were
and
also-
including, Callie might just knot herself on her sister. Drag her along.
Yes, you forgot you had been drawing several things last time.
See, I cleaned off the drawings on the last background and then forgot that this one had him as well.
There's
We got-
three of them.
We got kitty titties, we got a little nyan pile, we got a floofer. You know,
let's move
just
some of
how it
these
goes.
away, I guess.
I shall box and delete them. It's cool.
Not the neon pile at least. That's good.
Nope.
There goes.
Oh, gone.
There goes Kitty.
Oh, gone. I can draw more
Like
neon piles in time.
tears and rain.
Oh god, they're all gone. All right, you guys appear
Yeah,
out from this portal. Your transition was but in a blink of an eye, and you are now outside in one of the hallways, and the garden is it's like 100 meters, 100 feet away in front of you, and behind you is the guest quarters.
Oh, cool. Let's grab all our stuff. I sent the message. Grabbing all your stuff.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, no, you're
the boss is already holding on to Mierah, so that's fine.
Which one of them?
Real boss has Mierah shit in a magic bag.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Mierah, you hear a voice come over and echo into your head. Mierah, dear, you best hurry up and disentangle yourself. We are about to leave.
Okay.
I'd rather not have to come in there and remove the queen from you.
Alright, we can do this. Let's see here.
Water. I love it.
You think 20 is enough to maneuver a disentanglement?
Given the time it's taken, yeah, she's...
I mean, Mierah looks fucking exhausted. She has quite literally had levels drained off of her by this encounter.
She's like, there's a basin of water over there. It's like, I need water.
Yeah, I'm like
Yes.
scrambling it towards it.
Must hydrate.
Liquids.
Literally a raisin.
Oh, you mortals. I suppose I can let you rest a moment, but
Just dumps her face into it. You're like gulp.
You just hear this fucking whirlwind, whirlpool noise.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'll glance down at the other two. Do you think they... Oh god, they look all knotted. And you know what, it's fine. And Mierah will go Amazon lady and just essentially scoop her arms beneath the two of them and lift them both up. I got this.
Roar.
I think it's
Mierah?
time for a nap. I
oh,
was gonna bring Callie, but she's stuck in your other daughter.
That's okay. Now we can spend some quality time getting to know each other.
Yeah, sure, pillow talk. That's all. That's fine.
I suppose we have been going for a while. A nap, if you really need it, wouldn't be too bad.
Hey, I'm not a succubus. I get tired the longer I fuck, not the opposite.
She has a point. We don't want to kill her, Mom.
I suppose it would be a shame for her to be overwhelmed by us so soon.
I mean, I'm overwhelmed. I'm just very good at coping.
You have shown remarkable fortitude for a mortal.
Thank you. I'm very proud of both me and my penis.
God damn it, dog.
Wait, which one of them? Say that.
Well, if
Yes.
you're done, I suppose I should get back to should go see outside and see about the city. They no
Sure.
doubt
Do you want me to go
require my
with-
leadership in the wake of the disaster that has happened.
Yes. Do you want me to grab some servants on the way out?
Please, I will. I will dress myself. You have a good nap, and I'll come see you later.
No
Bye,
problem.
Mom.
She
Bye,
will-
sweetie.
Oh, she will pause, hook like her toe between the chalice of everlasting boozery, and then plant it on Callie's tummy. Hold on to that.
Okay.
Totally doesn't just start drinking.
Oh, yeah,
Directly
I
on
mean,
fucking chalice. Yeah.
Just lifts it to her lips
Okay.
and starts chugging.
Chug,
Chug,
chug, chug,
Chug,
chug.
chug, chug.
It lasts forever. Chug,
Once up.
chug, chug.
Literally an ever-flowing jug of wine.
And that's how the entire dwarven race committed suicide.
They all got
Yes.
alcohol poisoning.
We thought it was impossible,
Yes.
but no. There just wasn't enough ale in the universe for it. Until now.
Yes. Leg it.
Yep. Okay, so
Was-
Mierah will begin her naked
was-
walk with an armful of lady, and like has to, you know, when you talk into a phone and you're resting on your shoulder, she has to like flip one of her ears back to lean against it. Okay, okay, we're going
That's
now.
adorable.
If you could sort of grab us, that'd be awesome, because I don't want to do a really long naked walk through the palace right now.
I could do something
Are you-
long and naked with you.
You just did for
Are you-
hours.
Are you out of her chambers at least?
Yes.
Are you out of sight of any guards?
I will take a quick peep around. Yes.
I
Okay.
return.
I'll duck into a corner.
What the hell?
Bork,
What
bork,
the
bork.
fuck?
I have puppy.
I also have a puppy who's very excited. Oh,
They're
God,
barking
Tasha.
at my feet. Trying to
Oh, heck 'em up. Pick up them toes.
They're good at that.
Okay. Let's see. The party. You guys see her. You see Holly turn to one of the walls, and just like that same thing happens. The old one goes away, and this new hole in space opens, and she just steps forward, and just both hands go in, and just she reaches in, and Mierah, you see this like the wall in front of you just like explodes inwards like a pane of shattering glass, and it's just this swirling vortex. And then you see this like pair of hands reach out, and they just grab you, and they just yank with strength that far exceeds their size, and you are just pulled through. Let me see.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's a 29 for I'm down a few levels.
Just a moment, I'm typing something up. Copy.
Row, 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 row.
Yes, puppy, you're hungry, I know. Stop pacing around.
Do and do. All right. Mierah has joined you all. Mierah is back, and she comes out of one of those portals, and she is carrying a pair of very naked, very sticky women. that are stuck together.
One of which is like sipping from the magical Satyr chalice,
is,
which Mierah will like
it-
awkwardly try and hold them both up with one arm to pick out to reclaim the chalice thing from, or was it a pitcher from Callie, and then hand that back over. Oh, this is yours.
Callie and a somewhat sleepy-looking Tasia. Taz, it's your
Mierah
daughter.
looks over at Taz.
It's your daughter. She's covered in jizz and is nodded to a
To
Kitsune
my
girl.
goddess, my actual literal goddess.
I guess so.
And then Mierah has to instinctively resist the urge to drop them both and then leap at Taz to throttle him.
Yes, it is Taz. Taz is there.
Dog, let go of my finger.
Nom.
I can't get it out. Let go.
Anyway,
Roo.
Yeah. Mierah's gonna. Well, I don't know. She probably looks like she hasn't slept in absolute days. Like there are just bags underneath her eyes. Like she's glistening and coated and sexy and Amazonian and naked chocolate. But you know, at the same time, she has also been level drained a bunch of fucking times. She's going to just try and. She feels like she really has no idea how to put them down because you know she's holding them both up. All right, what now? Also, Taz, we need to have a conversation.
Also, what's with the extra arms?
Huh? What is that banging noise?
you hear, as you are discussing this, you are hearing a crashing noise from deeper inside the castle. And you start hearing the cracking and sharp popping of stone that is shattering and buckling under some immense blows.
Time to go?
Table the conversation about your extra arms. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
come on, let's
no.
go.
let's go. Let's go.
Teleport us out of
Too
here.
much time here.
Taz is gonna
Protocol.
throw a blanket over Callie and Tasia.
They're in my arms.
I will
So,
throw a blanket over
Bring it
you.
over here.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's get in here.
Bring it.
Just
Everyone
throw
here.
something heavy in
Come on.
front of the door and
Also, you've
teleport.
left the tokens up there as well. Tokens are wire.
All the tokens, all the time. Oh yeah, I guess I only have control of one of those, so yeah.
As you are going,
Yeah.
you see Taz. Holly looks at Tasia and looks at the rest of you. Really?
I don't know, she's his fucking kid, and they're kind of stuck right now, and she will indicate the knot that's holding them both together. Come on, no time. Let's go. Well, you know what? It's his fucking problem.
I'll
We'll
deal with it.
later.
Come on.
We'll deal with it later. Go. One by one, you all step forward into this ring of runes that have been carved into the ground. And with each person who enters, there is a brief flash of light, and the
As you're
person
destroyed
inside
by the pit
disappears.
sphere of annihilation.
Yep.
As you walk into the secret sphere of annihilation and are all destroyed, much to your not unto your knowledge.
Well, the last thing Taz feels is just everyone in the party kicking him in the balls at once.
All right, and one by one, you all go inside.
Yep.
Holly is the last one, and she reaches down and just fiddles with her magic circle before stepping forward into it herself.
No, wait, I have a gift for this. Here's what the boss does.
Nice,
Squeak,
yeah.
Squeak, squeak.
And also squeak.
Basic, more or
Yep.
less.
Yep, the magical equivalent.
Yeah.
That is a magical equivalent.
Let's see. This is a decent enough map for this. Oh fuck! All of you people are still on this fucking map. You know what? I'm just gonna move you guys. Move this shit up here into the fucking further corner so I can't put it anywhere else. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
This is very cheerful.
Is that Tasha with a squeaky toy?
Yes, that is.
Ah.
Okay. I realize that no matter what happens here, Mierah walks out into a new time zone or dimension or something, just fucking stark naked. Like, please don't be a monster on the other side.
Or people, really, considering you're covered in jizz.
Oh, she doesn't care about that part.
Of course not.
I mean, she'll make do. There's a whole lot of... Like, the jizz part is less concerning than just being a towering, naked, like, you know, hellhound woman.
Let's see. This looks like a good setup here. Yeah, you know what, let's move that down and just ignore the, the horrible scorch mark on the ground. That doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't actually exist. Alright, so you guys leave the fort, and have entered a... Okay, where's the players? There it is. So now you are over here.
Well, fuck. I would really like to curl up in a circle and pass out, but...
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Where and when are we?
We haven't transitioned through time yet. We are still in the future you created.
Do we need to get someplace safe to do that? Anything special you need to do before we begin?
Normally, yes, but I had already taken the liberty of calibrating the staff in order to take us back to the day we entered the past. When you ran off on us, Tazrin.
Shifty eyes.
This time, however, you will surely must understand that everyone will go before you, and then I will go last.
Fine.
Oh my god, what the hell does that sound?
She's so delighted.
It's Tasha with the squeaky toy.
Yeah. She's so happy. Roo.
This is the opposite of happy. This is frustration because she's hungry.
Do you want to go
hungry?
feed her?
I mean, want to? No. Will, probably. She can wait till after
What you need to do is
D&D.
get her too fat to do mischief. I mean, have you looked at photos of fat huskies? They're pretty great. It's like you see every single one of them and you think, they did that on purpose. They did that to have a fat husky so that it couldn't cause fucking problems.
Oh my god, they look like Shibas.
Yes.
Fat huskies, huh?
Oh my god.
Is it funny?
They're adorable.
I feel
Fat
sorry for
husky.
fat dogs.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is funny. It is a fat husky. That's funny. All right.
do it all
So
fat.
You're
anyway.
not fat. You're just a little husky.
Yay!
No.
So anyway, you are now in the forest. You are still in the past.
Okay.
Alright. I will gently put down Callie slash Tazia and dump the blanket on them. And flying dropkick at Taz's head.
I'm just gonna step aside.
The fuck you are. Let's see here. Flying dropkick at Taz's head.
Let's see. Hi. Is that a reflex save or what?
No, it's just attacking your
That's
fucking
an
AC,
attack.
baby.
It's an attack.
All right.
It's just an attack.
I mean, yeah, that hits. Roll damage to see if I actually feel it, I guess.
Forgetting that you are naked, so what is all the DR you don't have?
Like
Well, it is
3.
still an unarmed attack.
Natural armor.
Yeah, it's an unarmed attack, so it does like 1 damage. Also provokes an opportunity attack.
Unless you happen to be, I don't fucking know, a Hellhound whose attacks count as lethal or non-lethal because they have the ability to beat you the shit up with their claws. They
Are
do
you
not provoke
clawing me
puppies.
in the face now?
I mean, you're taking it like a fucking champ. That's it's probably not going to be. I stand corrected with that fucking. What is that shit?
8 damage. Yeah, that's just sort of.
Oh well, roll the 1.
Yeah, you have natural armor, remember? And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
counts.
Yeah, I have natural armor because I'm a dragon person. And also
Okay.
level bullshit. So yeah, and it's just like, ow.
Cunt.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, alright?
No, you fucking aren't. You'd do it again given the chance.
Yes, I would.
So you're
I'd
not
probably-
sorry.
I'd probably tell you about it the second time.
Probably. Fuck you.
Probably.
Test.
Look. My world is
Just-
broken, alright? I had a chance to fix it.
Yeah.
I
You didn't
took
even
it.
fucking
Didn't
research
work.
it. You didn't learn what the fuck you were getting into or how it even happened. You betrayed all of us. You should have been left there to fucking rot.
Yeah. I
Cadia
should've.
is just gonna
No.
pull the Morgan Freeman thing and be like, yeah, she's right, you know.
Yes.
Do you know why your fucking guy committed the whole genocide thing? It's because someone murdered his partner, you know, the queen. So maybe if you'd done the right thing instead and kept a good man from doing a bad thing instead of doing the same but to the other person, you fucking asshole.
It was
You
an
turned out like
accident.
It fucking wasn't an accident. You knew what you were doing. The only thing that you regretted was probably not killing the both of them.
Yes.
So, what is the solution? Very simple. We go back, we stop previous you, and you get to live out your life seeing whatever happens to the world, how it plays out, and you write it down. So people will remember, well, god damn it, fuck you, no script, you piece of shit, stop updating on me. So just tilts her head and just slaps her head a bit, god damn it. Auto update. No, but seriously, you have a role to play still in your world. You have, because hopefully you learned from your mistake what not to fucking do. Let it play out. Your world is broken. Yes, but you broke it worse by trying to fix it. Your world isn't a tenth as broken as this one. Just gestures up to the fucking burning volcano in the distance. All the fucking destroyed mountains and bushes and trees.
What right do we have to fuck with time that hard anyway? Let's get the fuck out of here.
So yeah.
Also, Taz, as a redhead, you look kind of like a fuckboy.
I've always been a redhead.
He's always been a
Redhead.
fuckboy.
Now you were blue.
Alright, yeah, there was like a month where I was blue.
I only knew you as blue, you dick.
It's been 100 years for me. I
Oh.
barely remember who you are.
Alright, someone hold him down. I need to kick him in the dick hole.
No time for that.
Taz just drops in a Krav Maga stance like, No.
More like Crotch Magav.
Yeah, that just full turtle around the dick.
Dicks. You have to cut. You have to
Okay.
protect one penis
No,
with the other.
no.
Oh god. Alright,
Okay.
BRB.
Sophie will. She still has some floating spell on, so she will float up and grab one of Mierah's ears. And like slightly twist it a bit.
Ow. Yeah, fine. I won't do anything right now. We'll have a proper talk about this like adults. Maybe I'll
Oh.
kick him into a volcano
That-
afterwards.
Yes,
fine.
we can discuss. We can discuss creating a perfect possible future for this world later. We have to leave now before it is too late, and the Queen realizes what we've done.
Yep. All right.
Let's
Ready to
go.
go. Let's do this thing.
And
And just
a holly. What?
I'm just
Point out.
saying to Mierah, to Mierah, last time you did anything like that, I almost choked him to death. My hat. So don't worry.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Yeah. Let's peace out of this bitch.
And Holly, can I get a couple perception checks?
Okay.
And just a few perception checks as Holly is turning away from the group and lifting, and a great getting in her
Oh,
other step
nat
out.
20. Nice.
Ooh.
I know, but it's still you beat that on a 1, I think. Especially since I'm down a few levels. I think that's a 25.
No, on a 2. On a 2.
It's a 25 right now.
Six.
Yeah, you beat me on a 1 when I'm at my current level. It's lower, that number. It is a 25.
All right. As you guys, as she's turning around, she's pulling the staff of Aegis out, and as she's turning, you see that for a brief moment, one of her eyes is orange, and it is turning back to blue like the other one.
What the fuck's
It's a
going
nice
on?
color on you.
And she just raises the rod of ages, and that strange orange portal that it creates opens up. Not strange, actually. Not unlike the rifts that she was just making. In fact, it is much of the same design, like a stylized clock face appears in space in the air and then shatters inwards as it ticks up to midnight and forms this swirling portal.
Sweet.
Hmm.
You know what?
Right.
Please enter.
I'm gonna. I
withdraw.
will if I have to physically just nudge Taz out the way to go first. I'll give him the fucking bit I got my eyes on you motion.
Taz was told to go in last beside the boss, so no, he's not going in there.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Then I will saunter on in. Sweep. And Zagara will scuttle right after.
Are you carrying Callie?
I had to
And-
put them gently down. You know what? If they're still out of it, then I will flop them onto Zigzag's back and have her walk through. And then whoop.
If Taz can, he's gonna try and pick up Tazia before that happens?
No, he gets a slap on the wrist.
Eh.
Deal with that shit after. Mierah Trust has to handle this shit like not a smart adult at all. The next thing is just like he just sort of fucking tosses her back out of the portal again as he goes through. Meh.
As everyone has gone now, except for Taz and Holly. Holly will turn to Taz. She is right. You do have a part to play. And that part will be made apparent to you very soon.
Who's saying that?
Holly.
Okay.
She's looking up at you as the portal is just ticking away. It seems to be counting down like a single minute of time. Once all is said and done, and we have made a decision regarding this world's future, I will then proceed. I will ensure that you are able to fulfill your destiny.
That's
And then
ominous.
you see for a moment, her head just kind of twitches, and one of her eyes turns orange again. Whether or not that means that your world will have a better future is up to you, though. I will not be able to help you with that, Tazrin.
Boss, you're scaring me a little.
I scare people often, she says through gritted teeth. If you truly have good intentions, Tazrin, you will have to do a great deal better if you want to fix this world. Perhaps try a less violent approach than simply killing people. You should use your words more. They can accomplish a great deal than an act of violence. And then with a visible grunt, a visible show of effort, that color in her eye goes back to blue, and she seems to be forcing something down, like she's swallowing something. Like someone has just made her swallow a bug. All right, go before the portal leaves.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Fades.
Bye. What the fuck is wrong with the boss?
I don't know what you're talking about. And she walks through the portal just as it is about to disintegrate. And now you guys are back in the future.
Wait, I thought we were back in the past.
In the past.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That's right.
Stop that.
You're in the other the further back past.
Back to the past. Back to the past.
And as you all come out, and I'm not going to make I'm not going to bother with the description of your transition again. This is like the third or fourth time you guys have done this, and you guys have acclimated. You're acclimating to the sensations of traveling through time, and you're able to hold your lunches.
Except we have done this a couple of times. Cast less than us. Kaelirra less than us. Passia never.
Don't worry about it. She's practically asleep. Don't worry about it.
So we're back in the past when?
You're in the more idyllic past. And you can feel it in the air when you arrive. Like, the energy here just feels better. It feels nicer. There's more wildlife that you can hear in the forest. And one by one, each of you come through the portal. And as Mierah is the last one,
She was the first one through.
Oh, well,
Well,
After
yeah,
your
our arms
group,
are gone.
after you guys come through, you notice that no one comes out after the last person who arrives, and like there's no Tazarin or Holly that appears. And then after about
Get
30
him a
seconds Tazarin kind of like hurriedly like runs through the portal, followed by just a calmly walking Holly.
No crap.
And then the portal
Pauses.
immediately collapses in on itself after that.
Starting to get worried there. Not
Ah,
only were you on the other side of the portal, but you have all my stuff, boss, and I'm kind of naked. Can I have my bag, please?
ah,
She will throw the bag at you.
Thank you. And then immediately pull out a towel first. No need to throw magic at it, I'm fine.
just starts rummaging through her bag looking for a dress. Ah, guess this one will have to do.
Yeah, Mierah just probably just pulls on like a rough top and some pants, and then her armor. Okay.
It's only a 38 on the craft skill one.
Yeah. Wow. That was a fucking nightmare. Well, no, I had an incredible time, but you know, it's kind of an ordeal.
Says the raisin.
Yeah, no, she looks hella fucking exhausted. The most exhausted anyone could ever look.
Perhaps I should have sent us back a day further, so that you had a chance to sleep off what happened.
I'll be good. Maybe really hungover when that catches up with me. But I'll be... She pauses. You know, the brain does that whole trying to tick over thing. I had a sentence, it's gone. I'm good. Everything's cool.
Very well.
When are we and where are we?
We are precisely, in fact, the day we arrived. This is the day we arrived. Back in
same
Iona's
timeline?
past. Yes. This will be the day we arrived back in Iona's past. The day we arrived and Taz ran off to go on his merry venture. In fact, in a couple of hours, I do believe we should be arriving. And Taz will go off on his adventure, and we will go off on ours,
Question.
which will result in what we had just experienced.
Question.
Yes.
Can I take this Taz and beat that other Taz up with this Taz?
I am a... I
Just
will
grab
have
her by
to
the ankle and fling her around, you know?
I will have to say no.
You win this round, Taz. I like how Taz
Doesn't
like
really
backs
feel
away.
like a victory.
We are in.
But
we
here's the
are.
thing.
We are fairly close to Gaelavas at the moment, such as it was before the war even
Everyone
began.
likes gay lovers.
I'm always near gay lovers.
I mean, factually correct.
High five.
Just to point out the fact that no one used the comms because we're still access to the frequencies.
Yeah, but they aren't here for like another couple hours.
From
Yeah,
here, we
but
should be able
those have
to
very-
intercept Taz as he makes his way towards Grand Tree.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys deal with this. Fucking alternate timelines and temporal paradox. Shit doesn't jive with me.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
will be
dumb.
fixed.
Hopefully we're leaving this Taz behind. So stare pointedly. I'm kicking the shit out of Traitor Taz when he gets here. That'd be great.
Taz just squints at you.
You may have to let this one go.
Yes.
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
By let this one go,
Yeah.
do you mean we just fucking pretend that he didn't totally betray all of us?
Well,
Hmm.
here's the thing. He has, been suffering and tortured for a literal 100 years.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. He fucking ended it. He fucking ended the world, but like the
Yes.
other way to end the world.
Yeah, he has it. He has done it. He has paid his penance.
I don't care. It doesn't mean I trust him.
That we're looking. Yeah, but
Ah,
you don't trust him. Our task hasn't done anything yet.
so I mean, I know that he's capable of betraying all of us pretty terribly, and so I don't
Yeah.
trust him at all.
Once we stop him from doing it, he won't have done it. So it would be a minor infliction versus a catastrophically huge.
Sigh and put her hands up. It's whatever, I won't argue it.
Holly will look at you two. You can exchange words with Tazrin when we encounter him.
Mierah's going to clamber onto Zagara's back, give her a quick hug, and then take a nap.
Yeah. We're gonna be walking because I'm out of juice for those spells.
I'm out of jizz for everything.
I highly doubt that.
But I'm telling you, Cadia, I'm shooting blanks here.
Everything I've learned about you so far leads me to believe that it's impossible.
I laid with the Queen of Succubus for hours.
Wait, this is
The
wrong
spirit
one.
is willing, but the body is bruised and struggling to muster up fresh juices.
I'm sorry, but our first experience when we came to this world was you finding out you had a shitload of kids, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, and none of them were Succubus kids.
Doesn't matter.
So
Damn
we
it.
got things to do, places to be, and ground to cover.
Basically.
So
Do I even have a party token for this for you guys over here on this world? On this map? I don't think so.
Use the Nicolas Cage face.
The Nicolas Cage. Nah.
The fucking best token
Okay.
ever.
first off, Sophie will walk over to Taz rather sternly. Just look up at him and just floats up a bit. There you go. She can look him in the eye. She opens her what's it called? She opens her bag and says, "You have earned it, young man." Reaches in and pulls out 5 gold and gives it to Taz.
Taz will look down at the 5 gold. Thanks?
You're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it. It's just, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
Well, do you know what food is?
Are we staying around here long enough for it to matter?
Well, not here, and not we, but you will, eventually. And you'll need a little bit of cash to move on yourself.
Are we just abandoning Taz here? We're not gonna take him back
Not
to
here,
court martial or something?
not here, not here. Is that third or Katie asking?
That's Cadia.
We're gonna go get our task. This task is gonna come with us for a while, if I understand the director correctly.
Fucking timing one. Whatever. Let me know which Taz I can
Yes.
punch. I mean, I've already punched this one. Let me know if I can punch the other one too.
You can punch the other one.
Cool.
This one has already received his lumps.
But yes, if you're a dragon, you're supposed to have a horn. That's a start for one. Okay, let's get going.
There is one thing we must do. There is one piece of business I have to do before we get underway with our next phase. There is a bit of immediate business I
Okay.
must see to while I have the opportunity to
Yeah.
do it.
We're gonna secure the heart.
As she summons her staff, which now contains the Heart of Magic, she reaches up into the cage and grabs the crystal out and just pulls it out. The staff goes into its deep, unpowered state, and holding the crystal, like you can see that Holly's like a non-existent wind starts to like ripple her clothing, and her
Oh.
hair like kind of like starts to shimmer and like defy gravity a little bit, and her eyes turn
She
this
starts to go
purple
Super
color.
Saiyan.
Then
No,
she
she
reaches
grabbed
into
an
her
Infinity
bag.
Stone.
She reaches into her bag and pulls out a small, very finely carved wooden box. She opens the box and pulls out this skeletal metallic device, and then just brings the two together, and there's a small flicker of light, and then she is holding this crystalline fountain pen in her hand.
Ah, it completed its set.
Yes, I need it like that. I need it in this state for a moment.
Can you like hook me up to the magical ley lines that exist here? That way I could recharge faster. Would be nice.
Teaching someone how to reach it, how to draw power from a ley line is a bit complicated. I don't know if we have time for it, but I can guarantee you something. She reaches into her bag again and pulls out what looks like a very large gemstone. It is a blue. It is like a swirl of purple and blue, and she just tosses it at you, like a bit like an underhanded
Okay.
toss. Chew on that for a little while, and you'll be fine. It is a crystal of condensed mana.
Ah, those.
I retrieved a few
Yes.
samples from the blast site.
That's good.
And once she has the ley needle in her hand, she will beckon to Molly to approach. Molly, come here.
Oh, out of character. She could have tapped 2 extra toothpick on her ass.
No.
You wish.
Oh. However, when Molly comes over, dutifully comes over, Holly grabs Molly and then just rips the cloak off of her and then just starts to disrobe Molly immediately.
Whoa, what?
Molly is like sputtering and turning red and Holly will tell her to be quiet, and then she will turn Molly around, and everyone can see this large tattoo on her back that like covers her Molly's entire back.
Have I ever seen that before?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Many ages ago, you did see it. You didn't know, you had no idea what it was, but it was there, and you did see it.
Like, has it been there every time I've seen Molly naked, which is often?
Not every time.
Okay.
It appeared. It appeared sometime after the event. It appeared briefly after the saving of the rescue of Lady Winter.
Hmm.
The rescue of Mother Winter. That was when it first appeared.
Just bully the elf all day, every day.
Bully the elves.
Well, you do see the shot that Kinathis, so.
Molly does seem to struggle and put up a bit of a fight, but after a little bit, she will meekly squeak and will just like put her hands over her face, and will just like try to bury her face in her hands. And as you see, Holly will take the lay needle, at which its tip now seems to glows like with a tiny little point of light, like a tiny little star. And there's this little bead of pure blue light on it. And with that, she starts to scribe on Molly's back. She starts to write on her with the lay needle. The strokes are making this very fine, flowing script. And she begins to trace lines and circles, and then circles of text and symbols within these circles. Basically, she's tracing over the tattoo with the lay needle. And the process takes a few moments as she is working very quickly with this. Her hands seeming to just flow constantly and perfectly along all these lines as she inscribes this tattoo in pure magic upon Molly's back. And it keeps going until like practically her entire back is covered in this glowing energy. And after a moment, she makes one final stroke of the pen and draws this one large sigil that spans basically the entire size of her back. And then the light starts to fade as she pulls the blade needle away. And it just fades into these tattoos until the tattoos are there, but they now have this kind of very faint, almost ghostly illumination to them. This occasionally pulsing shimmer to them.
What What you doing there, boss?
Completing something I set in motion a very long time ago.
I'm a real boy.
It is done, Molly. She hands Molly her clothes back and helps her dress and helps her put her cloak back on. Molly is very embarrassed, but she nods and she seems to be happy. It may come to no surprise. I am sure some will have figured it out. Molly is not a normal person. She is not a normal elf. Molly was once a construct of my creation, much like that other me I created briefly. Some time ago, she found herself a true soul, though. And I crafted and I changed her body from one made of ice and illusions into one of flesh. And I bound the tattoo you witnessed was a binding that would bind the soul to this body. It was not a normal soul, not one she was born with. And so the soul was kept trying to leave, as it was not meant to inhabit her. The binding kept it in place and allowed her to heal herself, but it was only a temporary measure. I required something of great power in order to make it permanent. And now Molly has a soul fully bound to her body and mind.
Well, that's great news. Taz will go over and give Molly a big hug. I guess congratulations are in order.
I could not have done this without your assistance. It was that wish that you made upon Mother Winter, which gave her that soul.
Taz will just give a little smile at that. Well, I guess I didn't know quite what I was wishing for, but I'm glad I did it all the same.
I'm really happy that you're not, weirded out. I'm not an actual I'm not really a real person.
Oh God, no! I figured that out ages ago.
Oh, okay, good. Oh.
Like a couple hours after I met you.
Oh.
Doesn't change a damn thing.
Oh, well. Well, that's good.
Well,
Taz will just pick Molly up and
Everyone
squeeze
puts
her.
their fucking money in the pot.
Yep.
Just mentions like that, but we always knew that people are not real people.
Jesus.
We knew you weren't like normal because of your body stature, because elves don't actually get that size, so there was something.
They don't get them curves.
That was the initial tip off, Molly.
God, 100 years later and you're still on this shit.
Yep.
Leave Molly alone.
It never stops.
I love you just the way you are.
Thank you.
You better be loving those extra curves, though.
Goddamn, do I ever. Grope.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad. I was really worried. I mean, this suddenly happened, and then I got really. I don't know.
Oh, stop panicking.
I shouldn't have
We
slept
all
in
knew
that
that he
field of
would
crystals.
want you even more.
Come on, get on
Yeah, but my ass is... Yeah, but my ass is so big now.
I know. And if you look, if you tilt your head about 20 degrees below, you can also see that past thinks that your ass is huge.
That doesn't work. I can't see past my own boobs.
Okay, bend forward a little bit and you can see. You're probably a fucking raging hard on by now.
You know what? Fuck all y'all. Taz just gonna pick Molly up, throw her over his shoulders, and head off into the brush.
And sprain his back.
What
Crack.
what would Molly do? And what would Taz do if you guys found out that this setting has Celadri's itty bitty titties that you could easily get past?
Oh, it doesn't have that yet. That
Not
doesn't
yet.
happen for 1,000 years.
In the future.
Don't worry, it also has 8 massive milky memories, so we can make sure.
Celadri's massive milky memory.
It's not Celadri's massive milky memory.
Yeah, it is.
No, that spell existed before you. That's from Iduna.
No, it's well, I thought Celadri did her own. Which one was that?
Wasn't that the lactic explosion?
Hold on. I know Celadri. I thought Celadri's was massive milky memory. Because that was usable against non-willing targets.
Maybe. I might be getting spell names confused.
Celadri's spells. Itty bitty. Yeah, Celadri's massive milky memories.
Now I gotta go open up 72 and figure out what the fuck spell I'm thinking of.
Iduna had... It's in my spell book here. Iduna's Lactic Rush.
Ah, yes,
that's
what it was.
I was right with lactic something.
Yeah, you were. Lactic Rush and Greater Lactic Rush. And then Celadri use that as a base point to use it on unwilling targets. And created massive milky memories.
Well, in that case, that's doubly effective on Molly.
It's super double willing.
Spell causes the target's breast to instantly swell up to fantastical sizes. The target is at least A cup breasts. Her bust immediately goes up 3 cup sizes. Or else if the target has no breasts or has a flat chest, she gains 1d4 plus 3 cup sizes. Additionally, the target immediately begins lactating as though she were a prize dairy cowgirl.
No.
At the end of each round, the ground beneath the target and one other square adjacent to the target becomes slick with milk and is treated as though it were affected by grease.
I don't think Molly needs bigger boobs. She already has...
You think wrong.
When the spell expires, the target must make another fortitude save. On failed save, the target retains a portion of the spell's effects, increasing their natural bust size by 1 cup and continuing to lactate naturally.
See, everybody wins on that spell.
It has the flavor text, I have nipples, Celadri. Can you milk me?
But yeah, anyway, Taz is gonna just take Molly off caveman style.
She will put her face in her hands and will squirm, but will not stop you.
Then you get the magic hand that grabs your ear and twists it.
Ow. We'll stay close.
To move.
I can walk while we do this.
We
just
have
hear more
some
ow.
time. We have a little time. We are...
And Taz is gone.
We have at least a few minutes. Whereby
it will still
Zoidberg out.
It will still be a few hours before we arrive. So there is time for them.
Mierah will just sleep until she starts hearing like voices in her earpiece because people have started arriving. Oh, you know what? It would be kind of amazing to prank past Taz now, where he just sort of comes out and everyone's got zombie makeup on. 'Cause you left us! How could you?
Oh, that would be.
You did this to me. Also, here's your daughter, which you created after becoming the world's biggest fantasy Hitler. Don't you feel like a grade A cunt?
Oh god, that's right. I need to go deal with it at some point. Yeah, that's gonna suck for
By
Taz
the
in this
way,
timeline.
I killed your father, and am the reason your mother is so clinically depressed. Hello, daughter.
Oh, by the way, you're a rape baby.
Oh, okay. I think that's a good place to end the session.
Excellent.
That's a good enough place as any to just hard cut end the session.